first, it's not a matter of being for or anti. It's a matter of analyzing it well so that we all understand whether it's right to declare June 12th as a democracy day or whether it's wrong to declare June 12th as a democracy day. The other part of it is, for what purpose is June 12th declared today as democracy day? You're talking about 15 years down the line. And you're also talking about an incident that happened under the military. The military denied Nigerians their rights. Nigerians, a fallout of that was the Nadeko issue that led to agitations against the military and that eventually led to 1999. There is no way you would declare June 12th as Democracy Day. This is the reason. So the analysis comes from various perspectives. I've heard people talk about this over and over, those for, those against, as they call it, and then others are also very objective. But again, this is just a few of those positions, and then my own analysis from different lenses. The first is, June 12 was annulled. It was an election. We almost got to the end of the military era. The only one left was just the presidential election, and then IBB annulled it. The annulment led to an interim government. The interim government gave way to an Abacha era. The Abacha era now gave way to, by natural means, to an Abdul Salam. It was the Abdul Salam that also now gave back, so-called, as they call it, the election of 1999 that brought in May 29 as a democracy day. But again, you won't even call May 29 as a democracy day. If you say June 12 is democracy day, how do you handle the military era? Is it the interim government? Is it the Abacha era? Is it the Abdul Salam era? So what would you call the interim if you're calculating the return to what Nigerians call democracy, what I also call transition to civil rule? So if you're recognizing Abiola, I have no problem with that as posthumous recognition. But you're giving him a position that is the #1 honor in this country and is only given to presidents, the GCFR, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. He has never been a Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. How do you explain that? You can give him a posthumous award of GCOM, but not GCFR. It is already an abuse because he was never sworn in as a president. The elections wasn't stolen only for Abiola, it was stolen all of us because it was Nigeria's might that said, irrespective of what, we wanted a civil rule. So that analysis, nobody wants to go into it because people are so much in a hurry because we're in an electoral year. They want to please a Buhari because it is a pronouncement from Buhari. And then look at what Belgore said. You have a committee, and the committee itself talks about bringing in, there are criteria to which individuals are screened, which is the one that they use for Abiola. And I tell people that don't look at the Abiola or the Gani. Gani, yes, I agree. Well, I acknowledge Gani's own because he has been a struggler for the poor. He has always practiced his law to defend the masses. He's been a comrade, he died a comrade, he was not bought over, unlike other people in Nigeria that we see. But this whole thing is to launder Baba Gana, Kingibe. This is a man that denied Nigeria as his country. This is a man that in, I think it was in May of that year, no, not May, July or so, of 1993, that Baba Gana abandoned the Abiola's move. I thought that the Abiola's family and other Nigerians would be interested in what killed Abiola first. If Buhari wants to be truthful with the declaration, it's not GCFR you give him. You give him the second highest, GCOM, Grand Commander of the Niger. Because he's not yet president, he wasn't sworn president. But when we begin to abuse things, we're creating windows for further abuse. And you heard what happened today during the inauguration. Again, those who served as campaign coordinators, as campaign managers of the SDP then, 1993, of Hope, the campaign, they are going to be awarded their own awards at a later date. Now it has also moved to Iyocha Ayu, those who were in the Senate, Ebute Ame, who was also in the House of Reps. So the truth about it is we must learn to look at things critically. This whole thing is about Baba Gana Kingibe. It's completely about Baba Gana Kingibe, who denied his nationality of Nigeria. He went to Chad and contested to be president in Chad. Today, he is the one who is virtually running government because of the Mamman House, their connection together. And even look at the NIA scandal that Nigerians are running away from. The so-called dollars at Osborne Towers, all orchestrated by Baba Gana. How he wanted those dollars to be given to him by OK. It's all over. But Nigerians are too much in a hurry to clap for useless things. Why didn't they give Bashir Tofa? He contested with Abiola. Without a Bashir Tofa, there wouldn't have been an election. It would have also been the so-called affirmation that people do now. But the truth is that if you want to do anything and you want to do it right, as a president, you must have also recognized Bashir Tofa. Not giving him the same kind of award that you gave Abiola, but giving him also a recognition because he also contested in a free and fair election. And he also accepted. And it is the same Bashir Tofa and other Nigerians of quality who are supposed to get this award. So once you politicize a National Honors Award, you forget it. Do you just get a knight in the British Empire just like that?
So are you categorically saying that the conferment of the award for him is political?
It's to celebrate Baba Gana, yes.
It's to celebrate Baba Gana?
Yes, and to launder him.
But many think it's for 2019.
Yes, 2019. But again, you also hear the issues even amongst the Yorubas. 2019, of course, this is the electoral year. He's doing all of this, even with the jailings and the rest. Why didn't he do it much earlier? Not until 3 years. Is it an afterthought? Or is it yesterday that Abiola died? If he meant it, it would have been the first thing that he would have done at his inaugural speech. If he wanted to abuse the committee set up by government, led by Belgore, a very senior judge, a sane judge, a clear-headed judge. Why is he doing it now? And if it's electoral, don't look at just the one lens. He's also looking at it. If I don't get, why don't we tinker with it to Northeast? And if we're tinkering with it to Northeast, who is the most valuable that we can play with? It's Baba Gana. Go and read his profile.
Okay, sir. So what's your own opinion? People...